another Formers Fridays. My situation is still kind of goofy, but I was able to get out and film in the living room today. Something kind of weird happened. Today is Thursday, but for you guys it's Friday. Anyway, until today, I was going to do a video on another figure. Now I'm not going to say what figure that is because it's going to come up in a week or two. But my mom surprised me with a little early Christmas gift, and she reminded me it's a Christmas gift because I had spotted it, and I said, "Mom, this thing is so hard to find," and she was like, "No, I'll get it for you, but no Christmas gift now." I'm like, okay, whatever, it's that hard sometimes. So, she comes over to the apartment today with Combiner Wars Megatron. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to push that other figure back a week. So, doing this blind this week, we're going to take a look at Combiner Wars Megatron. So let's jump in. Okay guys, so this is Megatron's Combiner Wars tank mode. It's a pretty solid figure. This thing turns, although if you turn it enough, you can see the transforming stuff. So if you want to display it, don't display it turning. And this cannon piece comes in and out, and that's mostly for the transformation mode. But we got the two guns here that morph into one gun in robot mode, which is kind of similar to that silver kind of gun thing that he had in his vintage mode. And we got this, the he's got a working missile, and it's kind of hard, if you don't know what to look for, it's kind of hard to find the mechanism. There's this little red slit here. You push the back of it, and there it goes. So yeah, there's that. And he's really solid, like, he's really stiff. And maybe that's just because he's brand new, he's just out of the box. I've only transformed him the one time, and that was into vehicle mode. But the tank treads are rubber, so that's awesome. Turn it around, it's the same thing really. But it's a solid transformation, it feels good, it feels solid. It doesn't feel like he's going to come apart in places like other figures. Like, he doesn't feel like if you just shake him a little, an arm will come off or will come loose from trying to be in robot mode or whatever. And in tank mode, at least, he looks pretty solid. I love it. And you can hear the tank clicking as he turns. And this looks a little flimsy, but I think that's just when turning. In fact, the loosest thing I can think of is this. And let's not make those kind of jokes. But there he is, his vehicle mode. So we're gonna put him into robot mode and take a look at him there. Okay guys, so here's Megatron. As I said, we've got his hand cannon here, or his arm cannon, I don't know. It's pretty interesting that this cannon actually hinges sideways, mostly for the transformation, but I like to think that you can also use it for posing options to get the arm the way you want it. And then the two other guns that we're on is tank head part thing merged into one gun, and they're formed like that, obviously. And you can see that the button is still exposed, barely, and there we go. Missile still works. Pretty cool. And what I love that they're doing more of, I don't know if they've ever stopped, honestly, since the classics began, there's that exposed clear plastic here where you put his head up to the light and his eyes will light up, and I'll try to get a shot of that later, but I don't know if I can. Now, I love his transformations in this. I'm trying to find problems with this figure, and I'm really not. The only thing I'm having trouble with is, like, his legs are a little wobbly, so he's harder to stand in dramatic poses. But honestly, if you're getting a Transformer, posing can't always be on the top of your list. There's going to be figures that just will not pose properly, and you have to deal with that. And there's mid-transformation from tank to robot, I found this really cool thing that looked like, alright, here's how it is. These are part of the tank treads. And the way it transforms, I really can't describe it. I'll try to get a shot of it later. If I don't, I apologize. I'm very forgetful today. But the way it looks when transforming him, there's a moment where it looks like it could almost be a Cybertronian mode. Or like a flight mode almost. And maybe I'm grasping at straws at the way it looked. It just looked cool to me, so I'll try to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, I guess the only problem I do have is the arm joints, because it looks kind of gangly in the arm joint area. You can see that. And if I don't focus on it too hard, it's not a big deal, and I can live with it. But he looks like he's slumped almost. But other than that, it's an awesome figure. And I'm noticing every time I look at him, there are these nubs. Let's see if I can give you a better view. These nubs here. And the only thing I can think of, because there's no function for them in the transformation, the only excuse I can think of having them even there is for Minicon usage. So maybe the Minicons are coming back, maybe you can use the old Minicons on them. I don't know. But I just like that the option is there. I haven't tested it, I don't know where my Minicons are, so I can't really give it a try right now. But it's really cool. And when I say Minicons, I don't mean like the old Bumblebee, like the really old tiny robots. I mean the Minicons from the Transformer Armada days. Let's talk about that the better. Now, I feel I should point out that the instructions, I'm not going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, but well, maybe I will. The instructions are kind of vague on some of the transformations here. Like the whole bottom tank tread next to where my thumb is, those next 4 instructions really feel like they're almost one really over-explained instruction, yet they're so confusing it still doesn't make sense to me. But passing on that, also included, besides the 2 guns, the missile, and the instructions, was the art card. The damn art card. Now, this would be awesome if it had anything else back here. I don't need the same Transformer Generation symbol on every card behind the art card. The art is awesome, but if you're going to give somebody a card, put some information in it or something. And then, one of the best things, something I haven't seen in a long time with Transformers, stickers! Stickers! Now, I'm going to put these on right now, but before I do, I need to point out something. He comes with Autobot and Decepticon stickers. Now, why is that? I don't know. I think it's a theme for the Transformer Combiner Wars as a whole, because part of the idea with the Combiner Wars figures line was that you can mix and match pieces. Now, half of those pieces are Autobot and half of them are Decepticon. So how do you get around that? Well, you can change factions. And in the instructions, it points out you can either use, like for right here, we got 1 or 3. 1 or 3. You can make Megatron a Decepticon if you want. But I wouldn't take advantage of that too often, because you have 1 chance to make him an Autobot and 2 chances to be a Decepticon. The first chance with the symbols already on there, and the second chance that you put an Autobot sticker on there and you say, oh, I don't like that, and then you put the Decepticon on top of it. Now these stickers look clear, so I don't think you could hide either of those symbols once you put them on. But Megatron is a Decepticon. There's no getting around that. There's no way I'm changing that. So let's put the stickers on. Okay guys, stickers are on. Got this one thing here, and then the little squirrel designs. Now, these stickers actually reminded me what these stickers are all about and what the whole design of the robot mode is all about. He is a perfect homage to the original 80s character. Now obviously, the biggest change is he's no longer a gun, he is a tank. Which I find to be just fine, because the whole point is they don't want to sell a toy that transforms into a gun, because that promotes violence, I guess. Even though Nerf hasn't got that message. But so I guess one of the biggest concerns is we can't have Megatron turn into a gun. What can we have him transform into? Well, he's been several things. He's been a truck, he's been a jet, he's been several Cybertronian vehicles, all sorts of different stuff. And the go-to Earth vehicle for me has always been the tank, because I think I was in middle school when Generation 2 started, and I was like, oh, Transformers are back! And now Megatron's a tank. How much more firepower do you need to go from a gun to a tank? And I understand that gun kind of seems more threatening and personal, but a tank is like supreme overkill, which is what Megatron's all about. And what really got to me was like the little bio in the box, which I'm not going to read. It points out that at one point Megatron was a hero. No. The Megatron I know and love, and what the majority of people know and love, has always been the darkest of the dark. Megatron is a villain. He's always been a villain. Maybe he's portrayed himself as a hero on occasion, but no, Megatron's always had his own agenda. And I love it. Now, I only used 3 out of the 7 stickers because I felt no need to use the Autobot or Decepticon logos. Maybe I'll use the Decepticon logos later, only because I don't think you can see it by the camera, but this purple symbol here is very hard to see from my lighting point. And it'd be a lot easier to see if I used one of these. So I might use the Decepticon stickers later. I don't know. Right now I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna enjoy this guy. So that is Megatron. I hope you enjoyed him. Okay guys, that was Combiner Wars Megatron. I'm sorry for the difference in scenery, but my camera decided it didn't want to record audio for that last moment. So I had to do it all over again. Anyway, want to throw a huge shout out to my mother, even though I've thanked her already. I think she deserves another thank you for providing me with such an awesome figure at such an opportune moment. And I also want to throw a special thank you to the guys at the Pop Culture Network for letting me be a part of their huge mass of awesome programming. They've got that new Toy Smell, they've got obviously Farmers Fridays, they've got tons of stuff, reviews, all sorts of stuff. I am so honored and thankful to have my show be among their programming. And I'm not talking about Farmers Fridays, we'll get to that show in a minute. But yeah, anything you want to check out with regards to video gaming, toys, comic books, all that fun stuff, check them out at thepopculturenetwork.com. I'm sorry, just popculturenetwork.com. Dirt and I are on Twitter. You can check Dirt out at PCN_Dirt. And you can check me out at One Geek of Many. What else? You can call the 24-hour voicemail hotline. It's always on and we're always listening. The number is 1-217-953-4025. If you want to talk to other geeks and nerds like ourselves, any kind of topic, there's a huge forum page just devoted to your collections. If you want to show off your goods, take photos and post it on there. It's a lot of fun, and that's easily the longest thread I've ever seen ever. Check them out at jointheforums.com. And if you want to see more of my stuff, you can find me on YouTube at www.youtube.com/thegeekreviews. And if that doesn't work for some reason, just do a search for Geek Reviews. You can find a photo of me looking belligerently at a Tom Servo, which I wish was mine, but was not. He was just at the con. So that's it for today. Until next time, which will probably be a week away. This is the Geek saying good journey.